Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sarah Lynn Amazing Brown, and this is Slab Stories. Today, I have a new film to talk about. Well, it's not new. A lot of the movies I like are classic old movies because the stories, the structure, and I think they go a little bit more in depth with showing you the characters rather than telling you about the characters. This film, Slumber Party Massacre, very good film, from 1982, was written, directed, and produced by females. There is a different director and a producer, but this movie is a very woman-heavy film, and it's not the women. The women was a little too much women in it for me. Okay, I went to that movie with my sister, and about 30 minutes in, I realized there was no men in the movie. Okay, I need some men in the movie. I like, I guess it was okay for that one film, but no, it got a little bit tedious, and I was ready to see some men. In fact, when we left the movie, and the first time I saw a guy, I was like, oh yes, we're back in Earth. We're in planet Earth. There is men in this world. Because being in a world with all women, boy, I'm a woman myself, but I do like the opposites. We need a yin and yang in this world. All right, so this film is a woman-heavy, strong film, and I really like to say that they were very courageous in having strong themes of strong women without nailing you over the head with, this woman is strong. They didn't even tell you the women were strong. You know how you knew the women were strong? You saw them. So that's what I want to applaud this film for, and a lot of the older movies I like are about showing, not telling. Some of the new films now, they just tell you who the person is. You have no idea who this character is. Whenever you watch a movie, you don't know who the characters are. You watch the film, you get to see how they act, and then you learn about the character. You're using your brain, and you get to know more. That's why some films can actually help advance you a little bit. You can grow from them. A lot of us horror fanatics feel like we learn a lot from these horror movies because, especially the older ones, you have to think. You have to critically think, you have to pay attention, you have to be quiet, you have to listen to everything and look all around because you never know where a clue might be that lets you know what's going on, who the secret killer is, or who's going to be next. These are all imperative in good older films. Newer films are just telling you, and the brain just shuts off because you're just getting fed all the information and don't have to contemplate anything in your head. I'm against that. So the films I share with you guys, there might be some campy ones in here, but they are also going to let you use your brain. You're not going to want to be on your cell phone during these films because you're going to want to pay attention to find out what's going on. If you're on your phone, you might miss something, and then you're not going to understand what the movie's about. Like, you're going to miss a critical something, so you have to pay attention. The Slumber Party Massacre, it is a fun movie. Okay, these girls are having a good time, but I have to admit, they have some questionable showering structures. This is a disgusting scene, and this is straight horror, and there is no killings. They are sharing a bar of soap in the shower. This is gross, okay? I don't care what time period you are, how close of friends you are. A bar of soap is meant for one body, and there is no rags on this soap. They are just slapping it in their hands, rubbing it on their breast, and then passing it along in the shower structure. That is horror, man. That is big time horror, okay? So that is first. And there's titties in the first 2 minutes, okay? Good old school movies, got a lot of TNA in it. This one gives you some tits in the first 2 minutes. Alright, that's not bad. I'm not against seeing some nudity because nudity is a part of life. I feel like when it's done right, it was nude. She wasn't naked. It wasn't perverse. She was getting out, it went with the story. And that was good. You don't want to see somebody spread bald eagle showing you all their goods inside. But when somebody's in the course of normal, everyday stuff and they just happen to take their top off and their tits are there, that's natural. That's nudity, and I'm okay with that. But when it comes to telling too much about a character and not showing, I will say this movie really does a very good job. If you want to understand how to show who your characters are and not tell the world who they are with dialogue, as I am telling you guys stuff now, watch this movie for that, because this is a good experience, a film to understand how to show characters. There is not a lot of dialogue in this film, but you see the characters doing things. The female handyman, she's up there. There's a female handyman. There's a female phone lady who's up on the she's on the ladder doing the phone lines, and the guys are kind of hitting on her because she's a good looking woman. That's another thing. These women are strong and they look good, and they don't look sleazy. They look like attractive women who are just wearing clothes to fit the job. They're not overly sexual, and they're not downplayed as frumpy ladies either. That's another thing I love about older movies, is they're not scared to let women be beautiful and strong. These women were beautiful, strong, although some of them didn't make it. It was an experience. And these girls all fought together. At the end of this movie, they even create a Charlie's Angels pose to get away from the bad guy. You know, this movie was probably pretty meta for its day, because Charlie's Angels was... So this movie is a very good watch. I express, you guys, I really recommend this film for a good watch. Slumber Party Massacre 1 is very well recommended for you to watch. I did watch the other Massacre movies. I have 3 here in my collection, and 2 is also on Prime. I was going to do the video talking about all 3 films, but there are some differences that I have to point out. So they're going to get their own film. They're going to get their own video each. After this, I'm going to shoot the film about Slumber Party Massacre 2, which is takes it in the storytelling in a different direction, which I don't know if I care for as much, because, you know, dream sequences, they're okay if you do them once or twice, but if you do them like 3, 4, 5 times, it gets to be a little redundant. But yeah, this movie I highly recommend. There's a lot of good campy humor. Besides the TNA and the tits in this movie, this film also has a lady eating a pizza over a dead body. So you gotta check this out. You gotta check out Slumber Party Massacre 1. It's available on Prime. Check it out. Let me know in the comments if you watched it. Then go ahead and watch 2 and 3, because I'm coming out with those videos next, and we're going to talk about it all in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know in the comments how you like the films. If you're watching any of the things I'm recommending, I'm going to keep recommending old horror films, because I love old horror films. One of my favorite films is Rosemary's Baby. Another one is... oh, I always forget the name of it. Rosemary's Baby. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane? That's a really good horror film. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane? These are horror films that have the story, the feeling of being horrified without being killed or seeing murder and gruesome, because you're dealing with horrific events that happen in life. Horrifying! Horrifying! Thank you guys for watching the channel. I really appreciate you very much. I got my socials down below. If you want to subscribe, please do. Please follow my IG and my Twitter page. I will be posting videos regularly. I'm working a full-time job and taking care of 4 wonderful dogs. So as much time as I have for this, I am giving all my extra time to this. Thank you very much, and let's keep watching these good movies together. Let's keep finding these older movies that are like hidden gems out there that need to be rediscovered. Rediscover the old 80s horror movies. Let's go to the 70s. Let's go to the 90s. The 90s has some good ones, okay? Looking at you, Bride of Chucky. But we're gonna go through a lot of movies. There's so many good movies out there. This channel has a lot of good movies to go over. So let's watch them together, guys. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the time you have with the people around you. Thank you.